I'll swing by later in case you want to take a crack at the other cheek.
Some fly-by-night Broadway romance. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be strong. Yes, I'll know when my love comes along.
Hello? Hello? Is this the Biltmore garage? Let me talk to Joey Biltmore.
Who's this?
It's Nathan Detroit.
This is Joey. What do you want?
I'm calling about the, you know.
The what?
The crap game.
The what?
The crap game.
Wait a minute. I got a customer.
Hurry it up, will ya?
That'll be $8. What'd you say, Nathan?
The crap game!
Nathan, don't say it on the phone. Suppose the cops listen.
Sorry, the dice game. Listen, Joey, is it okay if I use your place tomorrow?
If I get $1,000.
You'll get it tomorrow.
Then call me tomorrow.
Oh, listen, Joey, if you're gonna take that kind of attitude, I'll have my game someplace else.
Then have it someplace else.
Where else? Joey, the dough is guaranteed. Would I lie to you?
Yes?
I'm getting it from Sky Masterson.
How do you know?
I made a bet. I can't lose. I bet him he couldn't take a doll to Havana.
Why couldn't he?
Because she ain't the kind of doll that goes to Havana.
Then where'd she go?
She don't go no place. That's why I know I'm gonna win.
Don't be so sure. It ain't a horse. It's a doll.
But Joey.
Nathan, there'll be no crap game here tomorrow unless I get my dough in advance.
You've known me for a long time.
And that's why I want it in advance.
Fine. Well, I can't talk no more. I gotta meet Adelaid at the hot box. One last thing. Can I at least tell the guys the game's gonna be at your place?
Not until I get the dough.
Fine. You'll get it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I hope you get stabbed by a Studebaker.
And now for the grand finale of our Round the World review. We take you down on the farm with our star, Miss Adelaide, and the Hotbox Farmerettes.
hug around the neck and a barrel and a heap. A barrel and a heap, and I'm talking in my sleep about you.
About you?
Oh, about you.
I'm hardly sleeping. I'm having trouble sleeping.
'Cause I love you. A bushel and a peck. You bet your pretty neck I do.
Doodle-doodle-doo-doo. 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 I love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, though it beats me all to heck.
Beats me all to heck how I'll ever tend the farm when I wanna keep my arms about you.
About you?
Oh, about you.
The cows and chickens are going to the dickens.
'Cause I love you, a bushel and a peck. You bet your pretty neck I do.
Doodle-doodle-doo-doo. 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 Goodbye now. Doodle-doodle-doo-doo. Doodle-doodle-doo-doo. Doodle-doodle-doo-doo.
Hello, Nathan, dear.
Hello, Pie Face.
How are you, handsome?
Fine. What you got there?
A book.
A book? You're always reading books. You're becoming a regular bookie.
Nathan, this is very interesting. The doctor gave it to me. I went to him about my cold.
Oh, how is your cold?
It's the same. So the doctor asked me how long I'd had it, and I told him a long time. And I said I thought it was on account of my dancing with hardly any clothes on, which is what I usually wear. So he gave me this book and said it might be due to psychology.
You haven't got that, have you?
Nathan, this is the kind of psychology that tells you why girls do certain kinds of things.
Oh, would that tell you what kind of doll would go for a certain kind of guy in which you wouldn't think she would do so?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm just, for instance, there's certain dolls you can almost bet wouldn't go for certain guys.
Nathan, no matter how terrible a fellow may seem, you can never assume a girl will go for him. Take us!
Yeah.
Nathan, darling, starting with next week, I'll be getting a raise, and with what I'll be making, I wondered, what would you think if maybe we finally get married?
Of course we will. Sooner or later.
I know, Nathan, but I'm starting to worry about Mother.
Your mother? What about your mother?
Well, Nathan, this is something I never told you before, but my mother, back in Rhode Island, she thinks we're married already.
And why would she think a thing like that?
I couldn't be engaged for 14 years, could I? People don't do that in Rhode Island. They all get married.
Well, then why is it such a small state?
Anyway, I wrote to her that I was married.
You did, huh?
Uh-huh. Then after about 2 years,
What after about 2 years?
we had a baby.
You told your mother we had a baby?
Oh, I had to, Nathan. Mother wouldn't have understood if we hadn't.
And, what type of baby was it?
It's a boy. I named it after you, Nathan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And where's Nathan Jr. supposed to be at now?
He's in boarding school. I wrote Mother he won the football game last Saturday.
I should have bet on it.
But Nathan, oh, that's not all, Nathan. Nathan!
Oh, don't tell me he has a little sister too.
All those years, Nathan! Mother believes in big families!
Just give me the grand total.
5.
Your mother must be a glutton for punishment.
Anyways, Nathan, now that we're finally getting married, it won't be a lie anymore.
How could you do such a thing to such a nice old broad like your mother?
But Nathan, you don't even know my mother!
Yeah, but I'll be meeting her soon. And what'll I tell her? What'll I tell her I did with the 5 kids? Traded them to the Phillies or something? Adelaide, what are we gonna do?
We could get married!
But marriage ain't something you jump into like a kettle of fish. We ain't ready.
I'm ready, Nathan. Nathan, what do you think I got in this box? Nathan, what do you think I've got in this box?
Sally's wedding shop. I can't guess.
It's a wedding veil. I've had it for 3 years, but I won't show it to you because it's bad luck. Would you like to see it?
It's bad luck.
So you see, Nathan, dear, I got the wedding veil. Now all we need now is our license and our blood test.
Our what?
Blood test. It's a law.
What a city. First they closed up my crap game. Now they want to open up my veins.
Nathan, you're not planning to run your crap game again, are you?
Oh, what an absurd thought. Adelaide, why do you think I gave up the crap game in the first place? It's because I love you, and I want us to be the happiest married couple there is in the world.
Has anyone seen an earring around here?
I don't think so.
You! I'm all dated up tomorrow night with Society Max, and he breaks it on account of your dopey crap game. Honest, Adelaide, I pity you. Oh! Here it is.
Adelaide, look at me. I'm on my knees.
Oh, get up! It reminds you of your crap game.
Adelaide, you're upsetting yourself. You'll feel better tomorrow. Adelaide, please.
I don't believe you anymore.
Adelaide, you're my doll. You'll feel better tomorrow. Let's see that old smile. That's my girl. See you tomorrow.
It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration, may react with psychosomatic symptoms, difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just waiting around that plain little band of gold, a person can develop a cold. You can spray her wherever you figure the streptococci lurk. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting that fisheye from the hotel clerk, a person can develop a cold. It says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows an erotic tendency. See note. Chronic organic syndromes, toxic or hypertense, involving the eye, the ear, the nose, and throat. In other words, just worrying if whether the wedding is on or off, a person can develop a cough. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the bromo fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's getting the kind of the neighbors up, but the name ain't his, a person can develop a cold. And furthermore, just installing the wedding trim, a person can develop lung grip. When they get on the train for Niagara, and she can hear church bells chime.
Hey, Nicely, what you looking at?
Sky was just following Miss Sarah, and boy, you should have seen her. She gave him a look that had cooled off a moose during mating time.
Good, good. Just as long as you don't take the doll to Havana.
Havana? He couldn't take this doll to New Rochelle. Where's Nathan? He should start lining up the game.
I don't know. I suppose trying to see Miss Adelaide. She's mad at him again.
That Miss Adelaide, always taking his mind off honest work.
Nicely, it is too bad that a smart businessman like Nathan has to go and fall in love with his own fiancée.
Benny, that is his weakness, and we must be tolerant. I've heard it's a worldwide weakness. Look! What's playing at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. A picture about a Minnesota man so in love with a Mississippi girl that he sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's playing at the Roxy.
What's in the daily news? I'll tell you what's in the daily news. Story about a guy who bought his wife a small ruby with what otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the daily news.
What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guy sitting home by a television set who once used to be something of a rover. That's what's happening all over. Love is a thing that is licked 'em, and it looks like Nathan's just another victim.
Yes, sir! When you see a guy reaching stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some doll.
When you spot a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's insane, as only a John could be for a Jane.
When you meet a gent paying all kinds of rent for a flat that can flatten the Taj Mahal.
Call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money that the guy's only doing it for some dough. When you see a Joe saving half of his dough, you can bet they'll be making it for some dough.
When a bum buys wine like a bum can't afford, it's the sense that the bum is under the thumb of some little broad.
When you meet a mug recently out of the jug and he's still lifting platinum falderall.
Call it hell, call it heaven, it's a probable 12 to 7 that the guy's only doing it for some dough.
When you see a sport and his cast has run short, make a bet that he's banking it with some dough.
When you see a guy with his fronts gleaming white, who the heck do you think he's tickling pink on Saturday night?
When the lazy slob takes a good steady job and he smells from Vitalis and Barbasol. Call it dumb, call it clever, but you get odds forever that the guy's only doing it for some dough, some dough, some dough. The guy's only doing it for some dough.
Well, we finally lost him.
I think you should have paid some attention to him.
Yes, he attended every street meeting we had this morning. He must be interested in our work.
Very.
By the way, you spoke beautifully this morning, Sister Sarah.
No, I can't reach these people. I should never have volunteered for this post. Well, let's go in for lunch. And I was going to convert Broadway all by myself. I was going to take these gamblers and have them begging to come to the mission.
General Cartwright! Good morning, Sarah, Martha.
Good morning, General.
We didn't know you were coming to town, General.
Oh, I got in early this morning and I've spent the last hour trying to find you.
Oh, I'm sorry. We've been holding some extra street meetings trying to stimulate more interest and...
Good morning, General. Good morning. Sarah, there's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Won't you come inside? Have some lunch with us.
Oh, I don't have time, dear. So many other calls to make. Sarah, we at headquarters have come to the definite conclusion. We've decided to close your branch of the mission.
Oh, no.
Close the mission?
But General, please, someone can do good here even if I can't.
Oh, Sarah, there are so many other calls on us. So many places where our work is really needed.
But we're doing much better now.
Yes, we announced a big meeting for tomorrow night.
Oh, you've announced a big meeting. But will anyone be there? Will
Pardon
anyone
me,
come?
I couldn't help but overhearing. General, Sky Masterson, former sinner.
Oh, how do you do?
How do you do? You know, I wish to protest the closing of this mission. I believe Miss Sarah can be a big success here.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, but I'm not so certain.
$1 gets you 10.
What?
Might I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Why not come to this meeting tomorrow night and see for yourself? Don't you think that'll be a good idea?
Well, if I thought the mission had a chance.
General, I personally guarantee you 12 genuine sinners.
Oh, hallelujah!
Hallelujah.
All right, everybody line up. Good, good. Now, you all got your carnations?
Yeah.
Good, good. Now remember, ain't nobody getting into the game unless they got a carnation. It's kind of like a password.
Yeah, but where's the game?
You sit tight, and I'll tell you in a minute, okay? Nathan, is it all set? Can I tell the fellas the game's gonna be over at the Biltmore Garage?
Not yet. I gotta stall him for a while. Joey wants his dough first.
Nathan, it's 11 o'clock. I don't think these fellas are gonna stick around much longer.
So sue me. I left nicely at the hotel to wait for the money from Sky. It'll be there. Where's the dough?
It hasn't come yet.
I told you to wait for it.
I had to get some groceries. I felt a little faint.
Get back to the hotel and wait for the money from Sky. And don't come back here without it, even if you have to starve to death.
Okay, Nathan, okay.
Where's the game, Detroit?
Hey, Harry the Horse! Sour things in Brooklyn.
Detroit, if you do not have no place for your game, tell us and we'll seek entertainment elsewhere.
Now, take it easy, Harry.
I hope you don't disappoint us, Detroit. And as much as I happen to be entertaining a very prominent guest tonight, I think you may have heard of him. I'd like you to meet Big Julie from Chicago.
Why, how do you do, Big Julie? Welcome to our fair city, in which, as you must know, the heat is on. But be patient, and you'll get some action.
What do you say, Big Julie? Shall we stick around or shall we blow?
I came here to shoot crap. Let's shoot crap.
Sure, sure.
Nathan, there's no crap game tonight. Big Julie will be considerably displeased, and he does not like to be displeased. As you can find out from those citizens who at one time or another displeased him, I will admit, it's hard to find such citizens in view of the fact that they are no longer around and about.
Why, Harry, you don't think I'd be so rude as to displease a gentleman like Big Julie, do you? Big Julie, believe me when I tell you, when Nathan Detroit arranges something, when Nathan Detroit arranges something, you can count on that.
Well, well, look what we have here. It's the cream of society. Angie the Ox, Society Max, Rusty Charlie, Liverlips Louie. Hey, Harry the Horse, all the way from Brooklyn. And, pardon me, I'm bad with names. But your face looks familiar. Where you from?
East Cicero, Illinois.
Oh, what do you do there?
I'm a scoutmaster.
Well, don't help my mother across the street. Lovely. This looks like the milk Horace from Blossom Time. What's the occasion?
Well, it's
It's a party.
Indeed. What kind of party?
It's a bachelor party.
It's a bachelor party.
Yes, sir, it's a bachelor party.
Nathan's getting married.
What?
For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow.
which nobody cannot deny.
Nathan, I'm so thrilled! What are you gonna tell me?
It was a surprise.
So when I saw you standing here with all these fine gentlemen, I never dreamed it was a bachelor dinner. I thought it was a...
No, it's a bachelor dinner.
It's a bachelor dinner.
Yes, sir. It's a bachelor dinner.
Just think, after 14 years, I'm finally going to become Mrs. Nathan Detroit. Time certainly does fly.
Tell me, Nathan, when is the happy day?
Well,
When will it be, Nathan?
It's
Oh, Mr. Detroit, these fine fellows of yours are kind enough to give you a bachelor dinner. You shall at least tell them the wedding date.
well, we have to get our license and our blood test first.
Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could get married tomorrow night? Right after the show at the Hot Box?
Well, Adelaide, we have to get our license first.
You could elope.
What?
Yeah, you can drive down to that town in Maryland to the Maryland town. What's it called again?
Pimlico?
No, not Pimlico. No, not Pimlico. Elkton. Yes, Elkton. They'll marry you right away. They don't require a blood test, Mr. Detroit.
Oh, ain't that unhealthy?
Nathan, that's a great idea. I'll lend you my getaway car. My Buick.
Okay, Nathan, let's do it.
Okay, Adelaide.
My congrats to you too, Nathan. But I only hope there's nothing in your heredity.
Oh, Nathan, I got so much to do before we elope tomorrow night. You'll be at the Hot Box, right?
Yeah, just reserve me a table and I'll come dressed in whatever people elope in.
Oh, I got to wire my mother, only what'll I wire her?
Send the telegram and date it back.
I better wait till we have 5 children. That won't take us long.
You're a lucky fellow, Nathan. A most beautiful doll indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Big Julie?
Tell me, Detroit, how long you know the doll?
14 years.
Let's shoot crap.
Sure.
Yes, all very good. Nathan, what are we gonna do?
What can I do? The money from Sky ain't come yet.
What if the money doesn't come? What if he took the doll to Havana?
That's impossible. He couldn't have taken her. She couldn't have gone.
mission in Cuba. Come on.
Where to?
To see the oldest. Don't miss the dungeons where the prisoners were thrown to sharks.
Sounds like a million laughs.
Here is buried Christopher Columbus.
At least he's lying down. How about a drink?
A milkshake, please.
Dulce de leche.
These are delicious. What did you call them?
Dulce de leche.
Dulce de leche. What's in it? Besides milk.
Oh, sugar and a kind of native flavoring.
What's the name of the flavoring?
Bacardi.
It's very good. I'll have another.
Only enough to act as a preservative.
You know, this would be a wonderful way to get children to drink milk.